Hello, buddy, and welcome to another episode of Little Things with Jeff and Brian. Today, we're in the Northeast River in Maryland for a little fishing trip in December. It is December 27th. I'm going to throw my phone in the lake.
It actually would skip really well.
Yep.
Like it's the right size, right weight. I bet you get 5 or 6 skips with it.
My phone is on probation. That's strike 2, one more.
Let's go catch some fish, man.
Let's go catch some fish. Tide is, I think it's 10:30 now.
Yep.
And we got low tide at 12:30.
Yep.
So, like, we need to be in the water right now. Get the last bit of outgoing, a little turn on incoming. But yeah, we'll be throwing a blade bait at pilings and shallow water. Crazy stuff. You guys might have heard about it, but that's kind of what goes on here. So let's get after it, see if we can get some bites.
How deep is it in there?
6, 7. And those 3s and 4s, they're usually like king. You know, a gaggle of them.
What weight of blade bait are you working with? What was the red one you had? Quarter ounce?
Yeah, I prefer a quarter. I got a half here. I just wanted to. Just caught itself on its own line twice in a row.
Well, the lighter it is, the slower the rate of fall. Gives them more of a chance to look at it, I guess.
That's one thing. It's the size could have something to do with it.
Right side.
Because I mean, we're flipping at the same pilings
Left side.
that we're throwing a big jig at.
Yeah.
10 degrees ago.
Right.
And now we're throwing this little. So whatever's going on with them in wintertime, they're about this little bait profile.
Well, there's a ton of bait fish in here for sure. We each got one bite. Brian had one on and I laid eyes on it. It was a nice fish. But we're making a run. Check out some other areas. What's the fastest you got with this solo? On this boat? You remember? 6'4"?
Yeah.
Loaded up with all the gear. We're at 5'7". We do have some more powerful motors coming next year. We have the, instead of the Cruise 2.0, which is this motor, we'll have a 3.0. Instead of the 4.0, which is a 4,000 watt motor, we'll have a 6.0, which is 6,000 watt. And then the Cruise 10.0, which is 10,000 watt, we'll have one that's 12,000 watts. So I think that one is, we go up to about a 25 horse with the Cruise 12.0.
Wow.
But this one, I think with the 6.0 is like a 9.9.
What happened? What are you at?
Right. Do you see where I cast?
Yeah.
There.
That's where they are.
Yeah.
You got a carp snag.
You think?
Yeah. Yep. It's a largemouth snag. How about that?
Well, at least we know where they are.
How about a tank, bro? Look at the size of that thing.
I think we found some fish.
Uh-huh. Look at that. That's a good one, man.
He's like, it's a carp. It felt, I believed you the whole way. Carp, absolutely.
Dude, that is awesome. Jeff here is hooked up.
I mean, it felt like a significant.
Oh,
it's over 5.
Hell yeah, it is.
It's like right over 5. It's here. Come in on that. Come in on that weight. It's like 5. It's this side. I think 5.2.
Oh, okay.
5.1.
It's one of them.
Just over 5.
It's like a sundial.
Man, I'm counting it though. It's a 5-pounder.
Yeah, it's a 5-pounder.
I don't get many 5-pounders a year.
There you go. You do when you come down here. This is why you come down here.
Sweet.
Beautiful fish, man.
Yep.
Beautiful.
We'll get some pics, but I'm gonna let them breathe.
Okay. All right. And yeah, you guys, just a little change of scenery. Came back up to where we started and payoff.
So I snagged him. I didn't mean to snag him. I hate that I snagged him. And we thought he was a carp, right?
Well, yeah, the way it was pulling drag and being that where you had them, the line runs kind of different. It's not,
Yeah. But I think, if you're near him and you're ripping it up and dropping it,
yeah,
it's gonna happen.
And it's actually not that uncommon this time of year. It just happens.
Right.
They get around it. They're lethargic. The water's 42, which isn't too bad, but they get lethargic, and a lot of times they'll get around the bait. And, you're just steady lift and drop, and
Yeah.
you feel the fish. He came and looked at it.
Right.
Sometimes they're eating it. Sometimes they're like, not exactly.
Oh.
And they get
Yep. Then he's
ganked.
coming in sideways.
yeah. It happens.
All
That's
right.
what happens when bodies start slapping.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
All right, let's get some more.
Let's do this, man.
So I'm casting out a good ways. I mean, we thought you thought you saw grass, old grass out here. Yeah, which excited him, which is why we stopped here and saw some baitfish activity, maybe something. But how I'm working it, putting it out there where we don't really have a place to like pinpoint. Yes, there's a piling. Put it right on the piling. When we were just kind of straining water with the blade bait, is not unlike how I jig for striper. It's a slower version of that, but it's lift the rod tip and it goes, comes up, and then it starts the pendulum swing downward, and I wait for that thud on the bottom and then repeat. It's it's rip it. I just ripped it into a log, which isn't a bad thing. Rip it and let it pendulum swing down, and you're really just kind of focusing, what does it feel like on the way down? You're almost, I feel like the feeling I get with the braid is like a hissing. Like I feel like a little, I feel, a resistance of that line just slicing through the water under the weight of that blade bait, and I hear the thud, and you're just focusing on
Resistance is futile.
the thud. I want that thud, and sometimes the thud isn't a thud, it's a tick.
Yeah.
And in that case, with that fish, I can't tell you it was anything but just drag rolling.
Yeah.
But you focus on what does it feel like on that pendulum swing fall down.
All right, guys, midday report. I got to admit, I fell victim of chasing a report. Got here this morning, checked Instagram, saw a buddy of mine caught him here yesterday. Gave him a call, said, where were you at? And sent me, said, they were over here at this marina. I said, all right. Put the boat in the water. Jeff gets a bite while he's waiting for me to park the truck. We pull out, second piling we hit. I got a 4-pounder on, come off at the boat. Hit a couple more things, and I'm like, we gotta go, because it was like peak tide. Run all the way down there, leave biting fish, never leave biting fish. And we didn't get a bite down there. So heading back, right, Jeff?
Yep.
You know, it's what we do at Jeff and Brian Outdoors. We got to keep it real, keep it honest. You know, and so we're heading back to where they were biting, and hopefully we get some more bites. Keep you updated. Yeah, there we go. What are you talking about, boss?
I don't know. It feels like a bass.
It's a bass. Patting it, just a little hook set right there. And he ate that thing, huh?
Sure did.
He really wanted it.
What you got there? You just came back with this.
I just came back with that. The Binsky caught the, is it a Bass Pro or?
I feel like that's the original, like, silver buddy.
That's a silver buddy, yeah. So,
and
this is interesting because back hook gone, that's gone, that's gone, you know. But that hook's looking pretty sharp, man. But yeah,
so
came back just like that.
Your blade bait is going out there and making friends and
brought back this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, you know, match the hatch, and this is what they're eating, you know what I mean? So here they are. We got a blade bait run in the Northeast, and
yeah, that's it.
Match the hatch.
Leave it to you, man. I mean,
hey, you never know.
Right.
You never. It'd been nice to catch one that still had two hooks on it. But,
or a fish.
Hey, the day's young.
Right. So this is one of the ones. Actually, Matt Elliott made this with his Do It mold, and I got to get some more with the gold plate. They make them silver or gold. Two different sizes in the Do It mold. This is the larger size, and I think this is. I think that looks like a 1/2 ounce. Maybe it's a 5/8. I don't know. But Matt was showing me he was, instead of doing the treble hooks on both, he puts the double hook there, and that way when it hits stuff this way, it's just a little bit less snaggy that way. And you know,
less snaggy is key with this bait.
It is. You know, he showed that to me, and I immediately, you know, put an order in with Barlow's and said, yeah, I'm going to get some of those. So treble on the back, double on the you know, at the front of the bait. So
less snaggy.
And then I like to use, there's like 3 different holes there. I like to put it in the front hole where when you just hang it, it looks like a more natural presentation in terms of its balance. You know, it's not tail way up in the air. Because I will just, you know, if I'm on top of fish, I will just hang it there. Or even when you rip it up, you know, as it's falling, I'll lower the rod tip super slow. And I just feel, I mean, it's preference, but I like the first hole out of the, you know, front, middle, and back.
I like them all.
You like them all?
Yep.
I think that the ones, you know, the further back you go with it, it's supposed to be more thump.
I'm not picky.
Yeah. So, move the fish and show the graph. That's under us. And that's why we use gold, I guess.
It's a Northeast peacock.
Right.
It's the orange-bellied speckled peacock.
Pretty fish. They are
yellow perch.
Colored like a peacock.
They are. They're beautiful fish.
Yep.
In the wintertime, they get real orange on the bottom and the fins. Little orange there.
Cool fish. See ya.
Look at that.
So that is
under us.
Lots of them.
Lots of them.
What'd you get him on?
That there. Man, I tell you, this is very important. You guys got to know about this. If you're looking to catch 8-inch, 9-inch,
9.5 on the way to 10.
9.5 half-inch largemouth. It's a Rapala ice jig. That's right.
He chomped it.
He chomped it. All right, buddy. You need to get the net.
No.
Oh, Mr. Belly Hook. Again?
Again. So we're in our last little bit of daylight here. Came back to a spot where we got one of them. Close to the launch.
Some ruckus underneath of us.
Ooh, a lot of marks. And wrapping it up for the evening. What did we end up with? 5 of them?
Yeah.
5 actual bass?
Was it 5?
I think so. You had 2, right? That you landed. You got one with the jig and wrap.
Yeah. I'm sorry, they were so small I wouldn't even consider
You weren't
them.
counting them. That's all right.
They hadn't hit puberty yet. Sorry, is that ruin the story? Hold on. Cut.
No. It's, I'm counting them as bass.
Here with Jeff and Brian
5.
outdoors, we tell the truth.
5 fish. It's good to be real.
That's right. You got to be real, man. Hold on.
But one real good one. And, I enjoyed it. Thanks, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. It's December, what, 27?
Yep.
27? 29?
Yeah.
28?
I think it's the 29th.
29th?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
my
losing
God.
days.
And time flies when you get old, folks. Especially here in this new twisted reality.
Yeah. This temperature, I think, mimics like early to mid, like March. Like some of the same, same kind of bite.
Yeah. Yeah, water was warm, man, considering.
40, what was the highest temperature you saw?
43.
43.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that didn't matter.
Nope.
Because they were not really feeling like it.
They weren't jumping on it.
No, I had one good one.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. It was like, psh.
We'll get more.
Yeah, so I got 100 more of them.
Yep.
Probably get tired of setting the hook by the end of the day. You know how it is.
It's winter fishing. All right. Let's put this on the trailer, man.